What's good, YouTube? It's Bread Truck Will. All the way out here in Minnesota. I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. Damn, y'all can't see me, huh? Anyways, topic of discussion I've been seeing on YouTube, something I wanted to discuss is a company truck driver a slave? Is a company truck driver a slave? It all depends. I feel like we are all forms of slave in some type of way. We are all slave to something. If you aren't a slave to a company truck or your owner operator truck, even owner operators can be a slave in this industry. My opinion, a company driver and an owner operator could be a slave, you know, in the trucking industry. And I'm gonna make my points in a minute. But I feel like a company driver is a slave to the company truck. And first of all, I feel like being a truck driver, period, it's like it's like a form of being in jail, kind of. It's like kind of like being in jail because you don't really have a big social life. You know what I'm saying? You be on Facebook and all that, but you don't be like on the scene with your friends and all that. You sacrificing for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reach your goals and whatnot. But as a damn, no, my bad. But as a company driver, it's really like being in jail because you gotta do what the fuck they tell you to do. Like, you gotta go where they tell you to go. You gotta get up and drive when they tell you to drive. You gotta make these deliveries and appointments on time. You don't have an option. You can't deny loads. You can't do anything really. You gotta do what they tell you to do. Like, you can't go home when you want to go home at the drop of a dime. You can't go home at the drop of a dime. You just can't do it. That's my thing. That's, company drivers, you just can't go home when you want to go home. It's pros and cons as a company driver. The con is, you can't go home when you want to go home. That's the sucky part. You got to let them know, like, in so many days in advance, like 7 to 14 days in advance if you want to go home, and they have to approve it. So if even if you have an emergency sometime, they'll make you wait until you finish the load or they'll get you a load going that way, and it still may take you 5 to 7 days to get home. That's just what it is. That's the nature of the business as a company driver. That's just one of the many cons of being a company driver. The pay, you can make good money. Some people, it's good money. It's good money. It all depends on what good money is to you. That's the thing. It depends on what good money is to you. If $600-700 a week is okay with you, and that's good money to you. Hey, I ain't mad at you. If $800,000-900,000, I ain't mad at you. Good money. If it's good money to you, it don't matter what nobody else think. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what anybody else think. Period. What else? A few pros of being a company driver. No worries. You don't have any worries about fucking where you're gonna fuel it. You don't have any worries about getting discounts on fuel. You don't have any worries about maintenance. Keeping up with the truck maintenance and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about finding your own benefits. You get your own, you get the company benefits. You don't have to worry about, trying to find your own insurance company and whatnot. So your health benefits and whatnot. You got a 401k. They taking your money out for you, whatever. That's another benefit of being a company driver. Y'all might want to see me. I don't know why. I don't know. Let me see. Can y'all see me? What's going on? That's a little better. I don't know. But yeah, that's my thing. Far as being a company driver, You know, you just can't go home at the drop of a dime. And to me, you know, that's like any job, really. You know, you work in a warehouse, fast food, whatever. You can't go home at the drop of a dime because, you know, you working for somebody else. Now I'm gonna switch over to the owner-operator side, which, you know, people try to downplay it like, oh, if you know, don't forget where you come. Everybody, you know, everybody start at the bottom, but, you know, your goal, well, everybody has different goals. Your goal is to move away from that and elevate and, you know, grow in the industry if that's what you want to do. Or you can use trucking as a stepping stone to step away from trucking and chase your dreams, whatever your dreams may be. You know, I don't knock nobody for it. You know, it's stepping stools in life. You got to grab these tools and resources to get where you need to be, where you want to be. Fuck what the next man think. You know what I'm saying? Follow your goals, follow your dreams. If you got dreams of, you know, opening the food truck or opening the restaurant or being a dentist or putting yourself through school, like, stack your bread and do what the fuck you got to do. Fuck what somebody else think, because they ain't gonna pay your bills at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live with the decisions you make. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So never worry about what another person think about your situation. But back to the owner-operator side, once you make, you know, level up in the game, you know, you can do what you want to do. You know, winter driving is optional. You don't have to drive in the snow. You don't have to worry about nobody force dispatching you. You can dispatch yourself at certain owner-operator companies. You dispatch yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have a little bit more work to do as far as, you know, keeping up with your receipts, paperwork, and taxes, and, you know, stuff like that nature. But, you know, you making more money. The biggest thing is you're making more money. You don't have to worry about winter driving in the snow. If you need to go home because you have an emergency, you can go home at the drop of a dime. That's my biggest thing. Something I may need to go home at the drop of a dime. Something may just happen to my daughter or my pops, my brother, anything. You know, I may need to go home at the drop of a dime, and I can do that as an owner-operator. That's another benefit. You know, and it's optional how you want to work. You know, if you want to work 2 or 3 days out the week and have a little check because you don't really care about that week or what you're gonna make that week, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You got that option. Or if you want to go work and make 3-4 bands, you got that option. You can go do that. You know what I'm saying? Owner-operators can be slaves with that overhead. Cha-ching, money. You know, some people, they want to jump out here and go get a 2018 Freightliner. You know what I'm saying? With all the gadgets and all that, you know, pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to go get the 2018 Freightliner, 2018, you know, Kentworth. You know, me, nah, I ain't doing all that. I ain't out here to look pretty. I'm out here to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Get that bag, secure that bag, get that bread. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm out here. But as like I said, owner-operators can be slaves with that overhead, because if you got a $2,700 a month truck payment and you got a brand new trailer, and you got what, $600, $700, $800 trailer payment, you got over $3-4 grand right there just in for your business a month. You know what I'm saying? Coming out for your business a month. You got $4 grand a month coming out for your business, and we ain't even talking about the home expenses yet. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself in that kind of debt coming out here on this road, man, I feel sorry for you, man, because it just might not work out. It might and it might not. You know, just because you got a brand new truck don't mean you gonna have no breakdowns. Because if you out for like 2 weeks and you got home bills and you gotta pay this $4 grand a month, so if you making 10 grand a month, you got $4 grand on your back, this truck and the trailer, and you got your home expenses that may be like 2 or 3 grand. That's 6-7 grand right there, and you're gonna make what, 10? If you're running hard, if you're running good and smart, you're gonna make between 10 and maybe like 10, 15 if you're lucky. If you're running right, you get the perfect loads, you can make 15, maybe 16. But on the average, you're gonna average about 10 to 12 a month. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be running. You gotta run, man. You gotta run to get that money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna come easy, but owner-operators can be slaves to the truck. You know, if they get themselves in that debt, you gotta run. You can't stop. That's my thing, man. I keep my bills low. I ain't got a lot of bills, so I ain't a slave to my truck. Only thing I'm a slave to is that money, man. I'm a slave to them greenbacks, them dollar bills. That's the only thing I am guilty of being a slave to is the money. I'm out here chasing the money because I got a dream. I got, I got a dream. I'm trying to accomplish some things. That's all I'm trying to do. I got. Let's just say I got goals. I got big goals, not little goals. I got big goals, big boy goals. So that's my thing, man. I'm a slave to the dollar bill, and everybody who watches this video, if anybody call you a slave, 9 times out of 10 they're a slave too, and they just don't even fucking know it. They too simple-minded to realize that everybody in this world is a slave to something, because no matter if you run your own business, how your own fleet, how your own office, back office, whatever, at the end of the day, you still gotta check on your business, make sure that it's running efficiently, make sure that ain't nobody fucking you over out your money. You gotta check over paperwork and back office people and make sure you can't just sit back and hope everybody run your business how we need to be ran. You gotta oversee things, and if you have a business or you trying to get money, you will always be a slave to something. No matter how high you are on the charts, you will always be a slave to something. Point blank. Period. So, everybody's a slave to something. Period. That's it. Everybody is a slave to something. Only thing I'm guilty of being a slave to is the money, man. Money. Dollar bills. But that was my thing. I just want to touch on that subject because I seen a lot of YouTubers was talking about that. Is a company driver a slave? Yes and no. Is an owner operator a slave? Yes and no. But overall, everybody is a slave to something, man. If you're chasing that dream and you focus on success, you are a slave to success. You are slaving, trying to, become successful. And once you become successful, the work don't stop. Work don't stop, people. The work don't stop. It don't get easier. The fruits of the labor, may become more juicy, but that's about it. Things may become, the financial stability may become, better, greater, and where you need to be, but the work don't stop. Work don't stop till you dead and gone, But that's my thing. That's how I feel about the subject. I just want to touch on that, y'all, man. Hey, check out the video. If you like, if whatever, blah 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 blah. Comment, subscribe, boom boom boom. Hit the bottom, hit the like button. Share, whatever, man. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, fuck with your boy, man. If you're gonna be a slave to anything, be a slave to the money. If it benefits you. That's my advice. Alright, man, I'm out. Peace.